So let's read the question. As shown in the figure, line L is parallel to line M and line T over here is a transversal. So basically we know whenever we have two lines in a transversal, we get 8 angles. Now only one angle is given to us, that is angle 1 is given to us as 60 degrees. So based on this we have to find the remaining angles. So let's begin. So see, angle 1 is given to us as 60 degrees. So I'll write 60 degrees over here. Right. Now the first thing is that, see, identify a linear pair. See, two angles next to each other on a straight line. So angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. I repeat, see, two angles next to each other on a straight line. So angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. Since angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair, that means their sum is 180. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Why? Because they form a linear pair. So in bracket I'll write down linear pair. Right? So let's plug in the values. What is angle 1? It is 60 degrees. So 60 degrees plus angle 2 is 180 degrees. So angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees minus 60 degrees. That is angle 2 is 120 degrees. So the first concept we have to apply is a linear pair. So what is angle 2? It is 120 degrees. Right? Next, we know whenever two lines intersect each other, we get two pairs of vertically opposite angles. So angle 1 and angle 3 vertically opposite, angle 2, angle 4 vertically opposite. Now vertically opposite angles are equal. So if angle 1 is 60, angle 3 will also be 60. If angle 2 is 120, angle 4 will also be 120. So let me write it down. That is, angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4. What? And this is equal to 60 degrees. This is equal to 120 degrees. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. So far I have not even applied the parallel lines and transversal concept. Just linear pair and vertically opposite angles are found out these 4 angles. Now we have to apply the parallel lines concept. So we know whenever we have two parallel lines in a transversal, corresponding angles are equal, alternate angles are equal, and interior angles on the same side of transversal are equal. So you can use any of these 3 concepts to get one of these angles. So if you have one of these angles, remember whenever two lines intersect, you get 4 angles. If you know any one angle, you can get the remaining 3. How? Linear pair and vertically opposite. So all I want is one of these angles. So see, there are many ways. First way, corresponding angle. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Right? Angle 4, angle 8 are corresponding angles. Angle 3, angle 7 are corresponding angles. So I can use any of these. That is one way. Another way is alternate interior angles are equal. So angle 4 is equal to angle 6, alternate interior angles. Angle 3 is equal to angle 5, alternate interior angles. Again, you'll get one of these angles. Or interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So angle 4 and angle 5 are interior angles on the same side transversal, so they're supplementary. So this plus this is 180. So you can use any of these 3 concepts to get one of these angles. I repeat, our objective is just to get one of these angles. So I repeat once again, first step you can use corresponding angles are equal to get one of these angles, or alternate interior angles are equal to get another angle, or interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. Your choice. So let's say I use corresponding angles. So take any one pair of corresponding angle. Which is the angle corresponding to angle 1? Leave the next one, the next one. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. So if angle 1 is 60, angle 5 will also be 60. So I'll write it over here. That is, angle 1 is equal to angle 5, which is equal to 60 degrees. What is the reason? Corresponding angles. So you can just write over here, corresponding angles. So our objective is just to get one of these angles. Right? So now that you have this angle, you can find the remaining angles. How? Same way. Linear pair and vertically opposite angles. So see, angle 5, angle 6 form a linear pair. Two angles next to each other in a straight line. So this plus this is 180. So angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees. Right? What is this? Why? This is a linear pair. Right? So we already know the value of angle 5. What is angle 5? It is 60 degrees. So 60 degrees plus angle 6 is 180. So what is angle 6? 180 minus 60, 120 degrees. So we get the value of angle 6 as 120 degrees. Now vertically opposite angles, 5 and 7 are vertically opposite. So if this is 60, this will also be 60. If this is 120, this will also be 120. Right? Why vertically opposite angles? So I'll write it over here. Angle 5 is equal to angle 7 is equal to 60 degrees. Angle 6 is equal to angle 8, 120 degrees. Why? Bracket vertically opposite angles. Hence we have found all the 8 angles. I'll tell you even a quicker way. Once you get these 4 angles, just get the corresponding angles, right? So let's say I don't know these angles. I repeat, I'll tell you even a quicker way. Once you get these 4 angles, just write down the corresponding angles. So which angle is corresponding to angle 1? Angle 5. So corresponding angles are equal. So 1 is equal to 5. 1 is 60, 5 is 60. Which is the angle corresponding to angle 4? Same side, leave the next one. Angle 4, angle 8 are corresponding. So if this is 120, this is 120. Similarly, angle 2, angle 6 are corresponding. So if this is 120, this is 120. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding. If this is 60, this will also be 60. Even a quicker way, right? So once you get these 4 angles, it is the exact same over here. See, 60, 120, 60, 120, 60, 120, 60, 120. That is corresponding angles are equal. So just get these 4 angles, write down all the pair of corresponding angles, you get these 4 as well. So there are many ways by which you can do this question. So either you can choose this way or the way I taught you, right? So let me do a recap. See, whenever you have 2 lines in a transversal, you'll have 8 angles, right? In this case, we have parallel lines, right? So if one angle is given to us, we can find the remaining angles. How? See, this angle is given to us. First concept is linear pair. These two angles next to each other on a straight line, so they'll form a linear pair. So their sum will be 180. So if this is 60, this will be 120. So first concept, linear pair. Next, vertically opposite angles. This and this are vertically opposite. This and this are vertically opposite. 60, 60, 120, 120. Next, third concept, corresponding angles. Write all pairs of corresponding angles. 1 and 5, 4 and 8. 2 and 6, 3 and 7. Right? So 1 and 5 are equal. 60, 60, 120, 120, 120, 120, 60, 60. Alternatively, just get one corresponding angle. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5. This is 60. Again, out of these 4 angles, if you have one angle, first linear pair, then vertically opposite angles, right? So you have 2 choices, linear pair and vertically opposite angles, or write down all the corresponding angles, you'll get the answer, right? So it is completely your choice. So I want you to watch this video once again and it'll become absolutely clear. So remember, whenever you have 2 parallel lines and transversal, if any one angle is known to me, I can get the remaining. How do I get them? 3 concepts, linear pair, vertically opposite, and then your parallel lines. That is altered angles, corresponding angles, interior angles, equate them, you'll get it, right? So remember, whenever 2 lines intersect, we get 4 angles. As long as you know any one of them, you can get the remaining 3. How? Linear pair and then vertically opposite. So by that, so first apply the linear pair concept, then vertically opposite angles, you'll get these 4 angles. Once you have these 4 angles, just write down all the corresponding angles, you'll immediately get the remaining 4, right? So this is how you solve such type of questions.